Hey guys, how's it going? Chaz here. Today I'm a little aggravated. um, I wanted to talk about to you guys about life choices. Um, I feel I have a different approach to life. A lot of people, when looking at life, it's more of a deal with it aspect. Like, just, oh, well, you're going to have to deal with it kind of attitude. And I think your this idea of life, like this idea of what you're doing with your life, is all about approach. And a lot of the people I know have a different approach than I do. And I can understand that, have your approach and stuff like that, but it just upsets me a lot. I just got upset recently about it because I just had a discussion with someone and we talked about just kind of like life choices because right now I'm jumping in between jobs right now and I'm trying to find a good suitable job to help sustain this because this is what I want to do YouTube and I want to be in the entertainment industry for the rest of my life. It makes me happy and I love to do it. Well, I've been dealing with a lot of jobs that, well, not a lot of jobs. I usually stay at a job for a long time, like six years or so, and then if I get to a point where I don't like what's going on within the business or something like that, I'll move on. Well, a lot of people's approach is the fact that, oh, well, you'll find bad people everywhere. You need to just stick it out, and you need to stop complaining and leaving when you don't like what's going on there. Understandable. A lot of times you're in a predicament where you can't get out of a certain situation. You're gonna have to deal with that shitty boss that you have for a while longer, or for the rest of your life because of the fact that you have to families to support and stuff like that. Understandable. I can get that, but I don't like the idea of how the world is this like down place that you're just dealing with life to kind of deal with it and get through life so that I, that's not living. That's not having a job and working every day and stuff like that and going home each day is fine, but if you are miserable every day about it, it's not living. And even if you're not miserable every day on it, if like you have the same idea of the fact that you just want to kind of get the day every day over with, or you can't stand certain aspects of your day, so instead of changing it, you're just like, oh, I'll just deal with it. I can't stand that. I really can't. And that's honestly that's why the one of the reasons why I started YouTube. I can't stand being in a position where you just kind of have to, if you even if it's even if you're the top boss, even if you're the number one person in it and your employees are treating you like garbage, yeah, you could fire them and change it and stuff like that, but I hate the idea of not changing anything and just, or even if in the case of your boss is being terrible, what would you do? Yeah, okay, you can continue to take it from that boss, or you can, I'm shaking the camera, I'm sorry. You can either take it from that boss, or you can do something to change it. You could either quit the job and have a new one, or, find something, try to move up the ladder, do something to change instead of staying stagnant. And that's an optimistic approach of the fact that I can be better. I can do better than this. I can be better than just kind of taking it and that's what I'm doing. I'm tired of specific scenarios where you put your 100% into your job. You're putting your 100% every day into your work, and it's not it's not even about the recognition. You're putting 100% into your work and you're doing everything that you can, yet you're getting you're getting treated like trash. You're like less than trash. And I'm sorry. I'm not going to deal with that. And I know that might kind of be like a stubborn approach, like, oh, I'm too good for this job. I'm kind of sticking my head up to it. But that's not the case. It's the fact that, like, I want to be in a work environment that everybody is on a collective unit, everybody's working together, and they're not, it's no, like, you're not miserable. You're not miserable about the thing. I don't care what you do. What you do for the rest of your life. You're still in high school, you're still in college, you've graduated college, you haven't even thought about doing college, you're not doing college, but you're doing a mundane job. It's whatever you're doing. If you're not, if you're doing it and you're not happy with your life, then why are you there? I can understand, like I said earlier, to sustain a family, but why aren't you working towards something that you would be happy with for the rest of your life? I'm working my butt off right now to make sure that classic Komodo is successful. I don't care what it takes. I don't care the embarrassment of like people knowing like, oh, you're running a YouTube channel as your job. Like that's kind of stupid. Or I don't care. It's the fact that I want to better myself, make something of myself, and become happy doing it. And I know this is what I want to do with my life. I know this is what will make me happy, and I'm going to push myself no matter what to make it that so. I just don't get the idea of sitting in one spot and just taking it for the rest of your life and not changing things. And it just sickens me. It really does. And I might sound, I guess, like selfish right now or something. I don't know. I really don't. Like I'm in a good job now. I really am in a good job now. And it's not the fact that I'm in the job I am now. It's not complaining about the job I am now. I'm just the fact that I was at a previous job. And the previous job was like that, where you would all the employees would put their 100% and just get shit on constantly. And everyone was depressed going home every day of their life. And I couldn't deal with it. I'm sorry. I don't care if to actually get on target, there was a college professor, and it's a famous, I don't know if it's famous, but it was a college professor talking to all the students. And he goes, kids, what are you in school for? And they're like, oh, well, I'm in for a lawyer. I'm here for a doctor. I'm here to be, this, and this. And he goes, okay, is that what you want to do? Is that what you want to be? And they're like, well, my family's been in the doctor business, or my family's been in lawyers, so I'm going to be a lawyer in order to pay the bills. And he goes, well, what do you want to do? He goes, oh, well, I want to be a artist, or I want to be a dancer, or, I want to be in acting, but that's not, right now, that doesn't pay the bills. That doesn't pay the bills. And he said some awesome words. He said, I'd rather live to be 50 and poor but happy than to live to 100 and rich and be sad every day. Well, that's not the exact words, but you get the context of the fact that I'd rather live a short life and a happy one than a long and sad one. And that's just really selfish, but you affect everyone around you. So you being happy with the work that you do affects your family. If you have a family and you're working that job to kind of keep them, do the thing that you love on the side and work on that till you can get to something that you love. You'll be a happier person. And then in doing so, you'll make your family happier too with your positive attitude and stuff like that. And sometimes you can't get a job. You can't get a job sometimes in this economy, you can't get a job. And then finally, when you get a job, you take what you could get. But once you get a job, or even work towards something that you love. Work towards something that makes you happy. Because then things are going to change for the better if you do that. I don't know. I get upset when people settle. I hate settling. I hate when things are just okay or that's fine. It pisses me off. It pisses me off when things are just fine. It really does. Things always need to be extraordinary. And not just for me. I want things. That's why I want Classic Komodo. I want Classic Komodo. Right now we're in Louisiana. I want Classic Komodo to spread. And I want to get more employees in. And I want them to be happy. Like it's not about me creating the channel. It's about me creating the community. And that's what I want. I want everybody to finally realize that they don't have to deal with shit all the time. They don't have to deal with the day-to-day crap and No, and that's why I'm creating this series, the journey to success. It's not even necessarily the journey to success, it's the journey to happiness too. Because I'm I'm making something of myself. And I don't care how long it takes or what it takes. But I'm going to make sure I push myself to that limit. And even if this doesn't become successful as I want it to be, even if this just dies out or it stays the way it's at for the rest of my life, that's fine. I'm working towards it. And I love doing Classic Komodo. I love doing YouTube, and I love being an entertainer. And I do it every day. So I might be dealing with some other jobs right now, but I'm working with this. And this is what's making me happy. You might call it a hobby right now. You might call it a long-term investment. Whatever you want to call it, I'm working towards something that makes me happy, and I'm not just becoming stagnant and dealing with it. So I guess I know this is a long rant. Last time it was a long rant too, but I'm aggravated. I'm aggravated with people dealing with life instead of being optimistic and living life. And take all the context out. We'll take all the side notes out of you have to sacrifice for family, situational. Sacrifice. But then make something of yourself with that sacrifice. Know that you're pushing yourself. Know that you're doing this job to kind of raise this family or to push this to live your, just to get check to check to check. But then make something of yourself with any other time that you have. Or make something of with the time that you do have. If you want to be at that if you're at that mundane job, make sure you're 100%ing that mundane job every day to try to progress with that. And if you can't, make sure you're looking for something else that can. And work there until you can get into that position. There's opportunity everywhere. And if you push yourself hard enough, it will happen. Hard work and dedication, I've said this from day one, hard work and dedication will almost guarantee success. It will. In whatever you do in life. So don't settle. Don't be fine with life. Live life. Be happy. And don't deal with it. That's all I wanted to say today. Sorry I was a little angry about it, but I don't like people telling me to deal with it. I want to be happy. And I am happy. I'm happy with doing what I'm doing now. And I wish other people would see it that way. So, thanks again, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed this one. I know it's a little bit thick, but I hope y'all enjoy it. As always, stay classy.